Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo. Woo, Shawn himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Punch on Boxer, aka Mr. Moo, Shawn himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho. Dímelo, mi gente. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night of boxing it was. What a night of boxing it was. I'm gonna be honest, a little creepy undercard, but we witnessed one of the most anticipating fight of the year. Terrence Bud Crawford versus Shawn Porter. Terrence Bud Crawford, 3-division world champion, 140 undisputed, regarded as 2-3 pound for pound. You can flip it around. Y'all already know Canelo Alvarez still remains number one, even with the stoppage. Even with Terrence Bud Crawford stopping Shawn Porter, I still got Canelo Alvarez number one, still got Alexander Usyk number two, and got Bud Crawford number three. But if you want to put Crawford number two, Usyk three, I could understand that. But I did say, I got to keep it real with y'all. I did say, I didn't have really no prediction, but I said that there is no way that Bud Crawford would stop Shawn Porter. I said it was no way that Bud Crawford would stop Shawn Porter, a man that never been stopped. A man that we can't question his heart, his grit, his determination. A man that we never question his preparation, his professionalism. Ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Porter is regarded one of the hardest working men in this sport, in and out the ring. I couldn't imagine Shawn Porter being stopped. I could imagine Bud Crawford outboxing Shawn Porter, beating Shawn Porter, but stopping Shawn Porter? Nah. Ladies and gentlemen, I was numb. And we're going to get there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get there to that point. Also, who's witnessing that bout, who's sitting in the audience, was the unified welterweight champion of the world, Errol the Truth Spence. But Errol the Truth Spence, after the fight, he was disgusted with the stoppage, in which a lot of people was mad at the stoppage and the reasons of the stoppage. He was power walking out the arena. Power walking. You know, the power walks if you in the city and you're going to work. Everybody in the train station and things of that nature, power walking to get to the A train or whatever train, transfer, trying to go to work. Errol Spence was power walking out the arena after Bud Crawford stopped Shawn Porter, a man that Errol Spence had a split decision win. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight, the boxing world has been calling for this fight for nearly, 4 years? Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. And I've been telling y'all folks, a lot of people, you hating punch because I said this fight was not going to come through fruition. And even if it does come through fruition right now, we already know that Bud Crawford is 34 years old, but still in the peak of his prime because he stays in the gym, so he's not your normal 34-year-old. We got Errol the True Spence that's 32 years old. Came off that car accident and God saved him, gave him a second chance so he could be a better man, a great father to his kids, a superhero to his kids. Continue his career. Shout out to all the boxing content creators out there breaking it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Hope everybody having a good Sunday. Excuse the kiddos, you know what I'm saying? It's early Sunday. It's an early Sunday. I'm still not over it, folks. I'm still not over it because I am trying to put the father hat on, the trainer hat on, trying to understand what we witnessed yesterday. Let me see. Shout out to the people right now, right quick. Yo know in the building, everybody. Yo know in the building. One of the members of Punch Wrong Boxing. If you want to become a member, you already know. So you can smash the link right here. and become a member. You know what I'm saying? Become a member. It's a good week. It was a good last week. The Miz Andre beat Jason Quigley. And a lot of people still say, oh, but he didn't be a top 160. Who did he be? An Uber driver. It's always an excuse when it comes to Boo Boo Andre. But we're gonna talk about that just in a little bit. Boxing has great momentum. You already saw Canelo Alvarez beating the likes of Caleb Plant to become undisputed in a super featherweight. And then there was a news that he's going to go to the cruiserweight. That made a big news. It was a big splash. Demetrius Andre made a statement in which a lot of people wanted him to do. Make a statement. That's what a lot of people want him to do. That he's boring. He didn't show you he was boring. That he could not. That he don't got power. He showed that he got power. When there was he's nobody, another excuse right there. But at the end of the day, we want a unification bout in one of the prestige division, historically division in the sport of boxing, the middleweight division. We need Boo Boo Andre versus Jamal Charlo. That's it. That's it, my friend. That's it. Then we moved on to the next day. Shawn Porter versus Bud Crawford. A lot of people been debating, having dialogues, frustrated with one another, cursing out one another about Bud Crawford not fighting top level competition in the welterweight division. Oh yeah, there's people out there that threatening one another just because of this Errol Spence, Bud Crawford. There's people that have been fighting. It's almost like the Bud Crawford Errol Spence is almost like Republican and Democrat. It's like a Republican and Democrat war. Yeah, right now, Bud Crawford has become independent. Yep, not with the Green Party. Not with the Green Party, but he's become independent. And we saw that Errol Spence power walk his ass out the arena after the win, going back across the street. But you know what? The cross the street got a dead end. It's nowhere to go right now, Errol Spence. There's nowhere to hide, nowhere to go, no excuses, no crossing of the streets, no crossing guard, nothing like that. It's the green light. Matter of fact, there's no light. You could go. We got tired when we was listening to the crossing of the street shit. ESPN, Top Rank, PBC. We got tired of it. Did we get tired of it? There's no more excuse. Charles, what's good, my brother? What's good? Spence can't run. He can't run. He can't hide. He can't power walk. Nothing. It is time. And I've been telling the folks who's ever subscribed to me, I've been saying, you know what? I didn't want to talk about no Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford because I've been saying it for quite some time that this fight is not going to happen. Cherry for Bud to pick. Nah. I think Bud Crawford is just naming names out there because, of course, he just can't get the fight that he's been calling for such a long time. A lot of people was telling him about Thurman, even Porter, even Danielson Garcia, even Errol Spence said the same thing because they're in the same side and they say, yo, Bud Crawford, get a belt first and then we could talk. And now he got a belt. 3 years later, there is no answer from nobody. They say it's a crossing of the street shit. You know what? Bud Crawford's now with Top Rank. Voila, whatever. Bob Arum is not there. Now, Bud Crawford could deal with PBC, Al Heyman himself, and make that fight happen just like Canelo Alvarez did. No Oscar de la Hoya, no Golden Boy Promotions, no Eddie Hearn, no Matchroom. Canelo Alvarez walked his ass across the street and said, let's make this fight happen. And now Bud Crawford is doing the same thing. And this is why you saw Errol Spence power walking before Bud Crawford got the mic and called him out. He power walked his ass out the arena. Now, I'm not saying the man is scared because there's no fighters is scared. No fighter is scared. This Errol the Truth Spence. Errol the Truth Spence. But he power walked his ass out the arena. Tony, what's good, man? Give a shout out to the people. Angel in the building. What's good? Israel, what's good, man? Muhammad Ali. Back from that. True Wisdom in the building. Puerto Rican Rum. What's good, man? Palo Viejo. X-Shape Form. What's good? Kenny put a couple of rocks on the round 10. Maximus Davis was good, man. Demon in the building. Carl King in the building. 1916. He mad because it was a BS fight. He shouldn't even count. Ooh, straight setup. Ooh, they calling it a setup, y'all. Charles DeLeon, my brother from another mother. What's good, man? Al. That's right. Spence can't run. He probably drunk. Oh, they throwing shots at Earl. They throwing the drunky shots at Earl. I think Spence has a better chance at bullying Charlo at 154 than outboxing Crawford at a 147. Nate Forsett, Gabriel, Tony. Punch my guy. We see you working. Thank you, man. Trying to work out here. You feel me? Trying to give you the best content I can give y'all. Brian Flores in the building. What's good, man? I'm doing great. I'm doing great, bro. Doing great. My boy Charles says Spence should have gone into the ring. Facts. 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 D Hodges in the building. What's good, my brother? He got his ass out of there quick. He was power walking. Get out my way. Get out my way. Don't give him the mic yet. Get out my way. He's about to get out my way. He's about to grab the mic. Get out my way. God damn it. Get out the way. He's about to grab the mic and call my name. I gotta get out of here. So where's the exit? Yo, you saw when Ellie was interviewing Errol Spence, and he's like, where's the exit? Where's the exit? And Ellie's saying, what you looking for? He said, what you looking for? Shout out to Ellie Setback reporting. He said, where you looking for? Oh, the parking lot is this way. Where? Yo, Errol Spence was power walking Vegas. I'm lost, man. I'm lost. Where's the exit? Damn it. Remember, he asked him, when you try to catch an Uber, he said anything. Yo, Errol Spence was power walking out the arena. So take the mask off, motherfucker. Take that mask off. Eddie's like, replay, Errol, man. He's like, Errol, like, where's the exit, man? I'm just walking around. He's like, oh, you look at I know exactly where to go. But and the other funny shit, you gonna catch an Uber. He said anything. Shit, I just trying to get out of here. Come on, Errol. Come on, man. So the other guy trying to take a picture with Errol. Yo, Errol, let's take a picture and stuff like that. He like, come on, hurry up with the selfies, man. Hurry up. Like, come on, I gotta get out of here, man. He about to grab the mic. Oh, Mike from Boston in the building. He said, do you have any comments? Errol said, no. So why you there? Come on, Earl. Why? You know you there for a reason. Or you just there trying to see a good fight. You know what people gonna say. You know what people want you, who people want you to fight. I don't understand this. You know what? Look, we've been following Earl since the beginning. Earl went from humble to this cocky guy right now. His cockiness, like, no. That wasn't Earl back then. That wasn't Earl before the money. Earl was one of the most humblest fighters out there. Now he gives you the little shoulder, like, yeah. I mean, I get it. New money, new attitude, new clothing, new line, new shape-ups. You know Errol Spence shape-ups was kind of... I don't know. I ain't going to diss the barbers out there in Texas, but I'm going to tell you like this, man. In Dallas, I don't understand, but you know that Errol Spence lined up, you should be all fucked up. You know his haircut used to be all fucked up. Dave in the building, what's good, man? David in the building, the outlaw pugilist. What's good? Earl went to see Buzz stumble, but it didn't happen. Now he mad. Oh, what you think about Kenny post-fight comments? I'm gonna get to there, Marky. I got you. I'm gonna get to there, Marky. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Gotta be enough people. Because I was not in a good mood yesterday. Even when I woke up, I was not in a good mood because I still couldn't believe it. Good looking out, Marky. Appreciate that, my brother. Haters watch closer than the fans. Exactly. True, Charles. Earl has nowhere to run. Virgil with the WBC Mando. Boost will be the IBF. Yes, I want Boost to fight that IBF eliminator, final eliminator versus Abdul Kokorov, because, of course, Abdul Kokorov been sitting there since March 2019, still haven't had a crack with Errol Spence. So how about we fight a final eliminator? And I do think, you know what the IBF is going to do, MR? I think they're going to do an interim title with Boost, but ain't nowhere to run. If he goes to 154, all those dudes up there are athletic and powerful than he is. Thought it was a strap season punch. I know, man. Pro Boxing Media, salute punch, salute chat, salute Pro Boxing Media. Everybody subscribe to the channel. Punch Drunk is the best channel. That's what I'm talking about, my brother. That's what I'm talking about, Charles. Tell him, Charles. Tell him, Charles. Brian Flores Porter would have been a good test for Virgil. I know, but he don't want to be what he said. He don't want to be a gatekeeper. He don't be a gatekeeper. People was calling him a gatekeeper before the fight, and I was like, nah. Shawn Porter ain't no damn gatekeeper yet. Nah, he ain't no damn gatekeeper. And maybe the tweet threw a lot of threw the team off. Maybe he was, when you contemplating retirement already and you playing with that word, you playing with that in your mindset, then you know what? He put that tweet with the Errol Spence might be his last fight. When you're thinking about your last fight already, nah, that's not good. Every time when a fighter is just contemplating retirement or just indirectly talking about retirement, everything is going downhill. Another thing that could go downhill is when fighters run their own training camp. When the fighters run their own training camp, I'm not saying that happened with Porter or that happened with Bud, but when fighters start running their own training camp, that's not good at all either. You know, you got to let the trainer do the scheduling, do the training regimens and things of that nature. You follow it and have a good nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach, and do what you got to do for preparation. David, his father should let him finish the fight. He was not hurt. We're going to get to that, David. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get to that because, of course, it's a very touchy subject because it has to do with father and son. And like I always say to my channel, I always say that fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing, and we have a culture out here in America that likes to push away the dads, push away the father. We have a culture in American sports like LeVar Ball, they say, fire the father, stop listening to the father. You know what I'm saying? We have a culture that says fire Angel Garcia, the father of Danielson Garcia. We still have a culture right here, an undefeated fighter with Teofimo Lopez, and people want to say, yo, Teofimo Lopez should fire his father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., even though that he was trainer of the year. People have stated, oh man, Ghost Guerrero's dad. Why is he training him? He should change his trainer. Only in our culture, and I got to say this, folks, I got to say it. In the Black and Latino community, we the only one that say that bullshit. Fire your coach. Not even fire your coach. Fire your father. Fire your father. We're the only culture. We never heard that from Lomachenko. We never heard that. We never heard it from the Lomachenko fan base. They don't say, hey, yo, he should fire Papachenko. Nah, because there's a different type of culture. Our culture, we don't give a damn about the fathers. They push fathers to the side, just like society and the government has done. We're the only culture that rocks like that. You see, LeVar Ball has put 3 sons in a roster, in an NBA roster, bro. 3 sons. He only got 3 sons, and 3 sons, NBA bound, 2 NBA players, good players at that. And 1 son in the NBA, but not in a major in one of the major teams. And what did everybody say about LeVar Ball? Oh, he should shut up. Oh, he should shut up. He's doing damage to his kids. This is our culture in America. But in America, they love to say fatherless children. But in the sport of boxing, all we see is great fathers that mold their kids. Mold their kids to be respectful. Look at the fathers. Even if they was G's and gangsters back then, look at the way their sons carry themselves. Look at the way that Devin Haney carrying himself. Shout out to Bill Haney. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez Sr. Look at the way they talk well, speak well. Well, of course, not when they trash talking. Look at Ryan Garcia. Shout out to Henry Garcia. Even the fathers that have pushed their egos to the side and implement a coach to train their kids. Shout out to Keith Thurman Sr. Shout out to Virgil Ortiz Sr. Shout out to Boozy Ennis. So I know a lot of people was booing Kenny Porter. We heard it. We heard the boos. I was like, what the hell? If y'all see the live, you know, I watched the fight on mute, so I didn't even know what the hell was going on. I'm saying, nah, what the hell is going on? You know why? Because that's not the Porter's way. And now I'm afraid to say, and I'm just questioning, you let me know if I'm wrong. Shout out to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Everybody subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. The Porter way was this. The Porter way was respectful. They carried themselves highly professional. The Porter way is aggressive, aggression, heart, determination, professionalism, testicular fortitude, mental fortitude. Everything you want from a fighter, they implemented that. Everything you implement that you want to see from a fighter, they defined modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They defined that. Shawn Porter is the ultimate warrior. I'm not talking about the WWF ultimate warrior. I'm talking about the ultimate warrior in the welterweight division. If you get through Shawn Porter, you can get through anything in the welterweight division. That's what it is. He's the test, right? I said that he is the one that humbles the welterweight division. For how many years? Y'all been following the channel? For how many years? I've been saying that ever since I started my channel. I've been saying that Shawn Porter humbles the welterweight division. But last night, Shawn Porter did not get humbled. The corner got humbled. Kenny Porter got humbled by Bud Crawford. I'm going to say that because Shawn Porter could have continued. A lot of people say, yo, but he was hurt. Well, damn it, it's the hurt business. It's the hurt business. Am I right or wrong? And I was discussing with I was tweeting and stuff like that. And there's people that's got mixed emotions. Yo, he should have never stopped the fight. Oh, well, Bud Crawford was going to finish him anyway. Could. Those are the words that they use. He could have finished them. He was in a quest of probably finishing him. But that's all just projections. I thought so too. Brian Flores said, I thought so too, but he had Bambi legs, and I hate to say that. And see, now we see two different things, Brian, because I didn't see no Bambi legs. I've watched this like 20 times. I watched this like 20 times, the replay when he got dropped, how he got dropped in the second time, how he got up, how he responded to the ref, how he responded to the ref. Do you want to continue? Yes. He didn't hesitate. He didn't stumble. He didn't do the stanky leg. Like when Kazazu made Zab Judah do the stanky leg and just dropped there. Boom. Boom. He didn't do that. He was pounding on the floor. Like, damn it, he caught me. Let me get right back up. This is Shawn Porter. This is the ultimate warrior. This is no quit Shawn Porter. We have been conditioned to look at Shawn Porter like that. Shawn Porter was regarded the best conditioned boxer, arguably the best conditioned boxer of this generation. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Did a lot of people put it this way? This is what I'm saying. Did a lot of people feel that Shawn Porter could outbox Bud Crawford? No. No. There's no pugilist in the game that felt that Shawn Porter was going to outbox Bud Crawford. No. Did they question the power? Does he got power? Did they say, oh, you know what I'm saying? He's inaccurate. His power is not there. He don't got that thump like the Keith Thurmans of the world, like the Errol Spence of the world. They're going to hit you with one shot and you're going to fall. No. So it's the analysts say he can't outbox Bud. The analyst says that he might have got more power than Bud. But what do we give Shawn Porter? Heart, balls. And with heart and balls, and how Shawn Porter have shown us that he could weather the storm when he got clipped by Thurman, when he got dropped by Broner, when he got when his glove touched the canvas versus Errol Spence. We know, we are conditioned that Porter will still come out and weather the storm and come at you by any means necessary. Do I want him to continue because I think he's gonna outbox Shawn Porter, Bud Crawford? No. Do I think I want him to continue because I think that he's gonna knock out Bud Crawford? No. It's because his heart and balls have shown me that he will compete at the highest level and weather the storm. Did he get his chance to weather the storm? No, he did not. Magic in the building was good. On last KO, when Porter was holding himself up on the floor, his arms and body was jiggling. Well, he got 8 seconds to get back. This is the hurt business. What are we talking about? That he's hurt, that he's jiggling. No. The classic fights in the history of the sport of boxing. A man go down, he gets back up, he gets a chance. That's why we love Corrales. That's why Gotti got his name. There's so many fights. That's how we gauge the heart of a champion. When he gets back down and he gets back up. Tyson Fury would never be where he at right now if his corner would have thrown in the towel. Let's not forget, Tyson Fury got that $100 million contract with Top Rank ESPN. You know why? Because he finished the fight. It was a draw. He didn't get that major money because he beat Deontay Wilder. It's how he lost. Not that he lost, but it's how he lost. And how he lost, he finished the fight. Shawn Porter versus Thurman. Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence. Do you know what the fan does after his fights? Shawn Porter has gained more fans losing to Thurman and Errol Spence. They give Shawn Porter a standing ovation. You know why? Because he will fight tooth and nail through the end. And I know that Shawn Porter would do that. Shout out to HLD. I want to see Kenny's video right before he stopped it and what he was yelling to Shawn in the ring. Yeah, I want to see that too. I want to see that too. Now we just talking about what we saw in the ring. In the post-fight interview, Kenny Porter was talking about preparation. I stopped it. To be honest, he said, to be honest, I didn't like the way he prepared, the way I wanted him to prepare. That right there was a rain of boos because people couldn't figure out, was it about his son? Was it about preparation? Was it about him? Was it ego? What was it? Was it this father and son thing that shouldn't be working, that people like to criticize in the sport of boxing, that it doesn't work? That are you a father in the corner? Are you a trainer in the corner? Let me tell you like this, folks. Let me tell you like this. I don't have to be a father in the corner to understand this. Whatever my son does, there's an emotional attachment. I'm always going to be a father. And there's trainers out there that they say, oh, I got to push my feelings to a side as a father and just be his trainer. I don't believe in that. You just can't psych yourself out that kid right there that's fighting is not your son. You can't psych that out. Not in this sport. Not in this life or death type of sport. No, that's a lie. So I understand there's people out there that be like, well, he made a father's decision, but he should have made a trainer's decision. No, it's father trainer. It's always going to be father trainer. It's always going to be like that. Don't let no other trained dad tell you that, oh, you know, I'm only focused. I was a trainer. When I'm in the ring, I'm in the corner. I'm not his father. I'm making decision as a trainer. No. Especially how close that Kenny Porter and Shawn Porter is. When your son takes those blows, oh, it hurts you too. When your kid fell off in the playground, when your kid fell off the bike, when your kid did do this, guess what? It hurts you too. You tell your son to get right back up. But that's because your ego, because you want him to be strong. You want him to be better than you. This is what it is. It's an ego thing with your son too. It's an ego thing with a father, right? I want to show that my son is the best. Even when let's say your son is screwing up, it gets you mad. I've gotten mad. I've coached my son in a basketball game. And let's say my son ain't having a great game, right? But I know the people that's looking around, I want him to do his thing. When your kid ain't doing good in school, you feel like, damn, yo, you embarrass yourself. Let's be honest. For the fathers, the parents is out there, when your kid ain't doing good in school, when your kid ain't doing good in school, and the teacher is calling you that your kid ain't doing good, yeah, you're like, your son, what are you doing? Or if you have a daughter, what's happening in school and stuff like that? But then you're embarrassed because the teacher's looking at you like, what's happening at home? There's always an emotional connection with your kid if you love your kid like that. Now, if you don't have that emotional connection with your child, maybe you're not in that. Maybe you're the type of father that don't take care of your child, don't love him like that, don't have a bond like that, or I don't know. You know, it's a hard one to call. But the Porter's way may have now been redefined, because I don't bet on sports. But if you tell me that Kenny Porter will stop the fight like that, I'll put whatever's on the bank and say, hell no, Kenny Porter won't stop won't stop the fight. If you would tell me a scenario like yesterday and say Kenny Porter is going to stop the fight and throw in the towel, I will bet everything on the bank. I would have gone broke. Because there's no quit in the Porters. And that's why even to today, I cannot wrap my mind around why not like that. There's one thing when I think about the Porter, and I think about aggression, and I think about heart, and I think there's no quit, and I think it's hard work to then come and there was no that he didn't prepare like that. I can't even put it in words. I couldn't even put it in words, bro. Now people gonna be like, "Oh, it was a good decision." Good decision of what? Are we? So let me get this. Everybody subscribe. Thank you, Danny. Danny in the building. What's good? Thank you, Danny. What's good, Monaco TV? Okay. So forget about the stoppage yesterday, right? But this is what I'm hearing now. Oh, Terrence Bud Crawford was going to get him. Terrence Bud Crawford is known to be a finisher. He was going to get Shawn Porter out of there. That's what he's known for. I get that. I'm sorry, that Bud Crawford is a finisher, right? I get that. Bud Crawford is one of the best finishers in the game. I get that. On the flip side of thing, nobody weathered the storm the way that Shawn Porter does. I will put my money up anytime that if Shawn Porter gets down or Shawn Porter gets hurt, he's going to come at you blazing. And when I saw Shawn Porter banging on that canvas, all I was thinking was Shawn Porter when he told Errol Spence, come on. That Shawn Porter that was banging on the canvas, I'm like, oh shit. That's when I thought that, I said, Shawn Porter's going to come. Hey, I don't care if Crawford going two-piece him or whatever. Porter is going after you. We ain't never seen Porter like that. You saw, and I saw it in fast motion. I saw it in slow motion. You saw when they waved it off, and Shawn Porter was looking at his dad like, and then he turned away and walked away. That look right there is like, I'm mad at you. I respect you though. Some people love their dad so much. Some people fear their dad. That's why I wanted to know what he said when he turned around. Shawn Porter kept on walking around. And this is when I know that he wasn't wobbled, that he wasn't staggering, that he has all his faculties in order. Because the way that he was walking in a straight line, all right? He was walking, then he was walking around the corner, then he was walking, he couldn't believe it, and then his father was screaming at him. I want to know what he actually said. I want to know what he actually said. $18.79 in the building, good looking out with a super sticker. I'm just telling you what I've seen and what my interpretation of what I feel the Porter's way is. I may be wrong. Kenny and Shawn may be like, hey, yo, Punch, that's not the Porter way. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Punch? More respects to the Porter, one of the best human beings in the sport of boxing. Ken Porter, Shawn Porter. One of the coolest human beings, men you can meet of, men of God. Shawn, great guy, great guy. You know, honor me and to give me the opportunity to interview him. Solid person, man. One of the good guys in the sport of boxing, one of the ambassadors of the sport of boxing, one of the great guys in the sport of boxing. One of the great guys in the sport of boxing. And I just felt like, damn, how can you believe in his heart that he's going to come out that canvas and going to go after Bud Crawford? Now, there was people that said, yo, I never got, hey, Shawn Porter said it. I never got hit so much in my career. Shawn Porter was wearing the marvelous Marvin Hagler's name. It was printed on his robe. He dedicated this fight to marvelous Marvin Hagler. His friend, his good friend, Shawn Porter, was Hagler's favorite fighter. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that marvelous Marvin Hagler favorite fighter was Shawn Porter? They had a great relationship, got great friendship because of the way that Shawn Porter fight. He's willing to fight anybody, anytime, any place, ain't duck nobody. Resume speak for itself. Arguably one of the best resumes in the sport of boxing. They came in the ring. His team, and Shawn Porter had war printed in their clothing. When you think about Hagler, when you think about Hearns, what do you think about? What do you think about, ladies and gentlemen? When you think about the style, how Hagler fought, what comes to mind? Put it in the chat right now. It's a question I want to hear. I want to read from the chat. What do you hear? I mean, what do you hear or see? What do you think when you just think about Hagler? What do you think about? Spence ran home to his red bone shorty, Yellow Beezy. Yo, shit. Yo, y'all bad. Y'all bad. Y'all bad. Good looking out, my brother. Good looking out. He said, red bone, Yellow Beezy. Good looking out. Appreciate that, man. Average Joe said war, bravery, war, going to war, no quitting, greatness. It was a premature. I agree with that. Porter wanted to go on his shield because he's a warrior. However, Kenny saved him when Cry over spilled milk. Bud didn't want to fight because he didn't want to retire his childhood friend. Going to war until you knocked out or knocked out of not knock them out or knock them out. Courage, aggressiveness, right? So I'm never looking at a Tommy Hearns won 5 belts, 5 weight classes, but couldn't take the belt off War Hagler. If I'm talking to Kings of Commonwealth, yo, what's good, Kings of the Commonwealth? If I'm talking to a person that don't know boxing and they say, hey, yo, on ESPN, they got this fight coming up. It's going to be Bud Crawford and Shawn Porter. And they briefly tell me, you know, how to describe these guys. JNY Boxing said, Punch, who you got, Bud or Spence Demon or Hermano Pancho? Tough fight. I got Bud Crawford winning that fight. I got Bud. I think he got too much intangibles, in my opinion. Footwork, accuracy, gym rat, power, very comfortable where he's at right now. He doesn't balloon up. He doesn't have any trouble. You never heard Bud Crawford having trouble making weight in the welterweight division. And I think he's solid. And I think that Errol Spence need to drain himself to stay at 147. I still can't believe he's still making 147, to be honest, bro. I don't know how he does it. I got Crawford that fight. I don't even got to think twice on that one, my brother. Good looking out. Appreciate that. If somebody tell me, can you tell me about these two fighters? One thing I would tell them about Shawn Porter, this guy, he's gonna come out aggressive. He's gonna make you fight his fight. He's gonna make you fight undisciplined. He is gonna, if you're gonna need a elbow you, punch you, headbutt you. Remember what I told y'all in the beginning yesterday of the fight, of the live commentary? I said there's gonna be some blood. Somebody gonna get headbutt and get cut. Did I say that? Right away. I think what, third, fourth round? That's it. Both of them was bleeding. It was gonna be war. It was gonna be rough. And I just felt when the tough got going, what was the phrase? When the going getting tough, something like that. Right there is what defines fighters when it terms of warriors, what they could take, what they could tolerate. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I always say it is not how you win. It's not about if you win or lose, but it's how you win and how you lose. The losses of Shawn Porter's career prior to Terrence Bud Crawford, he got praised because how he won. He went all out. No quitting him. Nobody questioned the preparation. Nobody questioned nothing. Nobody questioned his heart. And if that was the only thing that got people knowing that this was going to be a competitive fight because of his heart, his pressure, his constant pressure, statistical fortitude, then always give him that, because those two things, heart and balls, pause, those two things that Porter had did not fail him yesterday. So I'm rocking with the statistical fortitude, and I'm rocking with heart all day. Until Porter shows me he got no heart and he comes back to the stool and tells me, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Then I start thinking about then that's when I start thinking about stopping the fight. I'm tired. I don't know what to do. I'm so frustrated. I don't even want to be here no more. I can't wait till the finish. His father was talking about also in the press fight, and I'm just going by what was said in the press, in the post-fight press conference. He said during training, during the preparation, he would look at the clock. You know, when they training or sparring, look at the clock, because it seems like you need to get some place. Because of course, now for Shawn Porter, boxing is not everything. Shawn Porter got a wife, got a family, does a lot of gigs. So boxing is not the main focus at all times. But at the end of the day, when it's time to get that fight done, and you got to contract the fight, then that's your primary goal. That's your primary. Now it's all about it's all about Crawford, right? I watched the fight like 5 times, and I watched that clip like 20 times, the ending. I didn't see Shawn Porter look at the clock while he's fighting. I didn't see Shawn Porter look at the clock. I think if we ask Shawn Porter what round it is, how much you want to bet, he won't even know what round it was. Around that time, if you ask Shawn Porter, is round this, he wouldn't even know what it was. Brian Flores said, was he hurt? Yes. Could he and should have continued? Absolutely. I say he was knocked down. Look at he got knocked down on his butt, right? But I don't even think that he was hurt. I think he got knocked down, but it didn't seem like he was hurt. Maybe on the second knockdown, but then when he got back up, or maybe Shawn Porter knows the poker face. Maybe he know how to show the poker face. What's good, Dam Dada? Let me ask y'all a question now on the chat. Do you feel that the corner, Ken Porter, quit on Shawn Porter? Nah, that's not the rephrase. Not quit on Shawn Porter. Did Kenny Porter had no faith in Shawn Porter after the second knockdown? The panel crew stayed talking for such a long time after the fight to smooth us over. He was struggling a little to get up after the second drop, and his dad saw that and called the fight. Porter was getting dominated. Yes, 100%. Kenny Porter was wrong. No faith at all. If it's my son, I'm stopping after the first hit. What about the punch that knocked Porter's chin into his chest? It was staged. Wow. I don't believe it was staged. Porter is retiring. Does Keith Thurman need a tune-up before Terrence? I don't know. I don't think Thurman wants to tune up. I think he wants to go to camp and make his money, and I don't think that he wants to tune up. Kenny Porter got frustrated and just wanted the fight to be over. I don't think it has nothing to do to having faith. Porter is a warrior. Magic was good, brother. Porter is a warrior like Juan Marquez. Once they get knocked down is when they're the most dangerous. Yo, Magic, and that's what I was thinking. That's what when I'm seeing him pounding the floor, I'm saying, yo, Porter is tight. You know how Porter is so nice, right? And then I wanted to see that Porter. I don't give a fuck what anybody's saying. I wanted to see that Porter get on Bud Crawford. That's it. Let's go. That's it. I want to see that Porter. That's the Porter I wanted to see. Because that Porter right there told me, you know, we ain't fucking friends. This guy's trying to kill me now. Now I'm going after him, bro. I am going after him now. Was it, or was it just, was it just me? Was it something that I wanted to see, but really did Shawn Porter feel that way? I just did not expect that. I don't expect that from the Porters, man. That's the truth. I don't expect that from the Porters. I might expect, look, yesterday, on Friday, Arroyo got me mad. I was in the stands, and he got a cut, and he was losing the fight, and I said, and they politic it, so they can't continue because they want to save his O. The fight before Shawn Porter and Terrence Bud Crawford, the guy got a cut. He didn't want to continue. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. We seen Badu Jack leaking. We couldn't even see his face no more. And he kept on fighting. To this day, when you think about Badu Jack, I think about that fight. Did he win that fight? No. But I think about that fight. I don't question his heart. I don't question his determination. I don't question his preparation. I don't question nothing about Badu Jack. Oh, he's hurt. This is the hurt business. I keep on hearing it on the tweets, on the chat, on the comment. Oh, but he was hurt. What are you talking about? He was hurt. This is the hurt business. You think you walk into the sport of boxing to be safe? You think you walk into sparring to be safe? You think that you was going to be safe versus a Shawn Porter or versus a Bud Crawford or versus a Errol Spence? You in the danger zone. You think you're going to be safe if you're going to fight Manny Pacquiao? You think you're going to be safe if you're going to fight Oscar de la Hoya or Mike Tyson or any of these fighters? You think you're going to be safe? Or you're going to get hit and the guy might hurt you. That's inevitable. It's not, oh, I'm going to get hurt. Shit. Fuck it. Tough is getting too tough out here. Let's pull the plug on it. No. I don't want to hear from nobody. And look, if people go be your punch, I thought, nah, man. I'm giving you the deal. I don't expect that. I don't expect the towel to be thrown. I don't expect that, oh, it's a close fight. And because I got hurt, and maybe the projection is, well, Bud Crawford, I mean, he's a powerful guy, and he just gonna go at him. And no, that's projection, man. You don't got no faith in me that I could get out this fun. You don't got faith in me that I could get through this round. You don't got faith in me that I could go back to the stool and then go out there and do what I got to do for the next 2 rounds. Don't you got faith in my heart and my balls and success of fortitude that I would get right back up and I'm going to put some beating on this man? Was it the money? Shit. Come on, y'all. He said Porter was done, son. He was done. All right, self. All right, self. So what you're telling me, self, what you're telling me is that if a fighter gets knocked down, it's a close fight. If a fighter gets knocked down twice, that's it. It's done. That's the new boxing today. Self, this is why people are going to the UFC. Self, this is why people don't give a damn about this sport of boxing. Self, this is why the boxing world is not growing. It's not a growing sport. It's not a dying sport, but it's not a growing sport. So he's done already. He gets back up. He tells the ref, I'm ready to go, but he's done. So let's pull the plug on him. Let's save him. Let's do this. That's the new wave of boxing thinking. We saving the O, we saving the beating, we saving the TKO. We're thinking, we're projecting, we're being analytics. Now we're the analytic team now. But hey, Bud Crawford is one of the best finishers in the sport of boxing. If he gets you hurt, you are not capable of coming back. So everybody throw in the towel. You have no chance. Because if that's the new wave of us watching boxing, I don't want to fucking watch boxing. I don't want to watch boxing. Bing, 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 bing. He gets down. Quit. Let me ask you a question, self. Was Nakatani done versus Felix Verdejo? Was Corrales done? Was Cepeda done? When Luis Ortiz was piecing the fuck out of Deontay Wilder in that, what round it was, 7th round. And he's like, oh, boom, boom, boom. That with the ropes was holding them. He said, no, but Porter was not done, self. You're lying to yourself. He was not done. If that is done, then boxing is done. What are you talking about? He was done. What are you talking about? When the tough gets going, that's when you're done? Get the fuck out of here, man. You are nuts. He is done. I don't never want you on my corner, bro. I don't want you on my corner. I don't want you to be the second coach. I don't want you on my corner. I don't want you near. If I got manager fighters, I don't want you near them. I don't want you near them. I don't want you near no fighters. You will quit on them. Oh, I'm hurt. What that's supposed to mean? You expected to be hurt. You know what's done? Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez. That's done. Paul Williams versus Sergio Martinez. That's done. That's done. Not getting back up and saying, let's go. I'm ready, ref. It's not done. He's not this. I'm ready. Look, give me your gloves. Give me gloves. I don't want you near my fighters, bro. What you're going to build is a bunch of quitters. That's what you're going to build. Self, you my boy, but what you're going to do is build quitters. If you punch you in your mouth and you're bleeding, oh my God, you no puedo. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Oh my God, can you stitch me now? I get it. I get the relationship. I get the respect. I respect the Porters to the fullest. I think in this generation, the Porter is one of the best things in boxing. In this generation, this is my favorite division, the welterweight division. If you take Porter out of there, we don't know who these guys are, really. We don't know what level these guys are if it wasn't for Shawn Porter. You take Porter out of this generation, we probably don't know what these guys are. We won't know how good Keith Thurman really was. We won't know how good Errol Spence was. We won't know how good Bud Crawford was if it wasn't for Shawn Porter fighting everybody in the style that he was fighting and the will and determination and the never say die attitude. So Self, get the fuck out of here with this. He was done bullshit. Porter is never done. Porter is never done. Shawn Porter is never done. And if you don't know that shit, you haven't been watching Shawn Porter, my brother. Porter ain't never quitting, bro. Porter would die in that ring. He never quits. And that's why I'm tight. Yo, Punch, had to tell a father today at my kid's basketball scrimmage the same. Fathers doubted his kid based on talent level of opponent. Need those people far away. Good looking out. Oh, yo, no, I don't want stuff next to my kid. You build quitters. You build quitters, my brother. I want you near my kids. Never coach my kids, brother. Yo, Pump. Good looking out, Magic. He just got me lit with that shit. You just got me lit. You just got me lit. He was done. Was Tyson Fury done? Oh, Deontay Wilder knocked down Tyson Fury twice, you know? Shit, twice. I mean, he got back up in the 9th count, you know what I'm saying? They should have just stopped the fight. What the fuck did Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder right after that? Can you explain that to me, Self? Oh, Tyson Fury is not known for a puncher either. Because people are, oh, but Shawn Porter is not for a puncher. What did Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder after getting knocked down twice in the same round? Can you explain that to me, please? Please. Self, what did Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder after getting, you saw that punch, that rattle, it sent a wave, a shock wave through Tyson Fury. You saw the fatness, you saw his brain coming out, traveling around his back, and boom, out his shit, out his butthole, and he shitted his brain out. Can you please tell me what Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder after getting knocked down twice? Oh, can you tell me who's the most powerful puncher in this generation in boxing? Can you tell me who got the most powerful punch of boxing? Can you tell me that, please? Please tell me. Please. I'm lit right now. Please tell me. Give me an answer. Type fast. Type fast, Self. No, I'm not going left field. I'm staying right on the field. I'm the motherfucking pitcher, and I'm trying, and you can't catch my fastballs. That's what I'm saying. I'm the pitcher. You can't catch. We need a sub, Self. Wilder, exactly. And he knocked down Tyson Fury twice. Why didn't he stop the fight? With that momentum, why didn't he stop the fight? He was hurt, right? Was Tyson Fury hurt? Yes or no? Self? Was he hurt? Because now when you get hurt, you know, throw the towel in now. Because he's hurt. No, you the one that's saying. I'm talking to you. No, don't put this on Kenny now. I'm talking about you now. I'm going back and forth with what you wrote, brother. You said that Shawn Porter was done. He was not done. Even if the trainer feels like you might not be done, you're not in my body. I see the way he responded. Now, look, I could play that. I could play that role with my kid too. I could tell you that shit. But that's also ego shit too. I could tell you, hey, yo, I know how you can't say that. I know how my son reacts. I know how my son moves. I know this, I know that, I know this. I could tell you all of that. I could tell you all of that. That doesn't have to. That's what's that? It's not an answer. It was just not about the stoppage because he did not say, I stopped the fight because my son was hurt. I stopped the fight, to be honest, because the preparation coming to the fight. In the post-fight interview, he stated that I was thinking about stopping the fight. If something like this could occur, I was going to stop the fight in any round. And he said it just like that, with that type of like what? To the reporter, I was going to stop the fight anyway. And what? His son was like this. Go look back at the press conference. Like, all right, he had his mind made up. I'm not going to say it was the most horrible stoppage. I am just trying to. This is Shawn Porter. That's what I'm saying. This is Shawn Porter. Bro, we disrespecting Mark Breland now. Hell no, we ain't disrespecting Mark Breland, because the difference between Mark Breland's stoppage and Kenny Porter's stoppage was that Deontay Wilder was getting beat up from pillar to post. That's what it was. He was getting beat up from pillar to post. Blood coming out his ear. Legs was never there. Getting bodied with a body shot. So, ladies, and this is different, y'all. Do not compare the Mark Breland stoppage to this stoppage, because Deontay Wilder was getting hit from pillar to post, beaten up. You forgot that a man had a dent in his head? You forgot about that? That's how much he was getting beat up. I ain't say it. Wilder said it. Wilder is the one that said he got a dent in his head. I don't think that Shawn Porter had a dent in his head. And it's effed up. I apologize, man. It's getting effed up. I apologize, because it does take away from Terrence Bud Crawford a little bit. Not all the way, because Terrence Bud Crawford did what he had to do in the ring. His counter was beautiful. His counter was beautiful off the pivot, connected with the right hand, time and time again. Little uppercut right there, here and there, stay in the pocket. Good range of motion and things of that nature. He was getting hit too, but he was sustaining the hits of Shawn Porter, the pressure of Shawn Porter. There was one round where he told Shawn Porter, he had Shawn Porter, he was flinging him around. He put him on the ropes like, nah, you ain't going to do that shit to me. That's a message he was sending. You ain't going to bulldog me around. You ain't going to dog walk me. G-Man said you wanted him dead. So are we going to that extreme, folks? So y'all think if the fight would have continued, that that Shawn Porter was going to be, in major, hospitalized in a major way? That's how y'all saw the fight. I didn't see the fight like that. But if y'all saw the fight, maybe I'm thinking wrong, man. Maybe please help me out. Y'all think if he would have continued that's it, he was going to demolish Porter. He was going to send him to the hospital and shit like that. Well, maybe Shawn Porter, because to be honest, he said he got hit more from Bud Crawford. Maybe it hurts more, or maybe you get to an age, or you get to a living condition that you can't sustain those punches. Before, probably when you was 25 years old, those punches don't hurt. But now that you're 34 and you got money and stuff like that, that punch hurt little. You don't want man, I want to take this punch. Man, I got money. I'm a fucking millionaire. Why the fuck I'm taking these type of punches? The shit, it hurts different. HLD said Porter was never hurt or Bambi legs. Brian Flores said toward the end, Porter started fighting with his head again and getting hit more and forth. Yes, he did. He did. And sometimes it works for him when he's landing that over right, but not with a sharp puncher like a Terrence Bud Crawford. And Terrence Bud Crawford just got sharper. He just got sharper. I think that Shawn Porter showed hell of a movement, and I credit Shawn Porter preparation. I credit Shawn Porter's movement, slipping punches real good in the first half of the fight, especially the first 3 rounds, on 4 rounds. He was doing a good slipping of the punches, ducking the punches, and things of that nature. Great feints, great movement. He was just moving, showing different type of looks in the defensive end. And look, I got my scorecard right here in front of me. I still got it right here. I had Bud Crawford. I had Shawn Porter winning the first round. The second round was a swing round. I'm sorry, but I still had Porter winning the second round. Had Porter winning the third round. In the 4th round, I had Bud winning. In the 5th round, I had Porter winning. In the 6th round, I had Bud winning. Then Bud took 3 rounds in a row: the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. The 9th round, I gave it to Porter, but it was a close round. I put close, right? Just like the 3rd round was close. A swing round in the 7th round, which I gave to Bud Crawford. 7th round, swing round. 8th round, I gave it to Bud. 9th round, I gave it to Porter. So going into the 10th round, I had an 86-85 Porter winning. Going into the 10th round, I had an 86-85 Shawn Porter winning. In the 10th round, we saw that. Let's say it was going to continue. Let's say it will continue. And of course, now people are going to justify it because now we all saw the scorecard, right? We saw the other judges and what they were scoring, right? But at first, we didn't know what it was. Well, that was my scorecard. 86, 86, 85 going to the 10th round with 2 swing rounds, right? So I could understand if anybody would have had an 86, 85 Bud Crawford. I could understand that. I could understand that if you had it a draw going into the 10th round. 10th round, remember, I got 2 swing rounds, so don't get a heart attack. No, he was not winning. It was Bud that was winning by 1 round. I said 2 swing rounds going into the 10th round, and I had an 86-85 Shawn Porter. In the 10th round, championship rounds, I thought it was going to turn it up, right? Bud Crawford knocked him down twice. That's a 10-7 round, right? If it will go through the end. Because a lot of people want to do projections, right? I'm thinking that Shawn Porter is not going to go down no more. That Shawn Porter is going to weather the storm, right? He's going to go back into the stool. And at that point, my scorecard would have been 95-94. Going into the 11th round, because a lot of people want to do projections. So let me give you my projection. 95-94. I think Porter, I said this before, that Porter usually win the middle rounds but this time Bud Crawford win the middle rounds. In the championship rounds, this is when the elite fighters actually get sharper. So I could understand from an analytic standpoint that Porter was not gonna. He usually do great in the 12 rounds. Thurman, Spence, Daniel Garcia, Ugas. He usually do great in the 12 rounds, right? So I would think that he's gonna come back. And Shawn Porter was still going to finish strong, and everybody was going to give an applause. Because in the end of the day, everything is not about winning and losing, but it's how you win and how you lose. And since we know Shawn Porter, he would fight tooth and nail. There was going to be a standing ovation after this fight. Porter was not usual Porter. I think now that a lot of people was talking about it, wasn't that? Can y'all explain to me what was not unusual? What was unusual about Porter? Matter of fact, yeah, 95, 93. Yes, 95, 93. My fault. 95, 93. Facts. Beyond above Beanie, what's good? Yo, Samir, my fault. You know, I was going. Samir, Porter stopped jabbing and going to the body. That's what he did. What did him in? What's good, Samir? What's good, Samir? Beyond above the media. What's good, my brother? Pops got nervous when he saw Junior go down. Probably Kush the greatness, but was going to drop him again. We don't know that. We don't know that. Magic, my fault. I got you. Buzz stood in the southpaw to neutralize Porter's from jumping in. Yeah, he was connecting the left hook right there too. He started connecting with the left hook. Samir, this was the best I ever seen Porter, to be honest. This is, I love the first three. I love the first half of the fight. This was a great first half of the fight for Shawn Porter. Love the way they was moving. I love it. I don't want the preparation. I was going to give props to the preparation, to be honest. I was going to give props, but I guess not. That was the best. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Everybody subscribe to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. He said, is that a bad way for Porter to retire? I don't know. I don't know yet. I think probably going to give it a couple of days to see if this is the right time, because this is why I said in the title, I said the Porter's way is redefined, because he didn't fight to the end. And it had nothing to do with the ref. It had nothing to do with Bud Crawford. It had something to do with the Porters. The Porter's way, I never would have imagined that. So now it's redefined. You got to think about the reputation that Shawn Porter got. Shawn Porter got the reputation as one of the hardest working men in the sport. Shawn Porter got the reputation that he is always highly prepared, and he's the best conditioned, one of the best conditioned athletes of this generation. When you attach preparation to professionalism. One thing about Shawn Porter, he's one of the utmost professionals in the sport of boxing. There is never anything bad to say about Shawn Porter when it comes to professional preparation, conditioning. He never cheats the game. He never cheats the game. He's rough and rugged. Some people may like his style, some people may not. I hated the Berto fight. I didn't like the way that he performed the Berto fight. I think it was just too ugly. Too ugly, too nasty. It wasn't clean, headbutts, but it was nasty. But other than that fight, Shawn Porter did his thing. Buzz stood in the south. I read that one. Good looking out, Magic. Beyond above media. Everybody subscribe to Epic C Magic too, man. Subscribe to his channel. Cavaliers' problem was fatigue and the body shit were adding. HLD, Porter was patient in the fight more than ever before. That's what was different, especially in the first half. Salute everyone. Beyond above media, he definitely stayed south. Yeah. And this is why I think he was lunging with his head down. I think that was a mistake by Shawn Porter, but he was trying to hit him with that right hand, but it wasn't straight enough. It wasn't straight enough. Did fatigue set in? I don't know. Beyond 100%, Samir, he had head movement. He's jabbing. It was better than before. I thought this was the best he looked. And Samir, and this is what I mean. If this was one of the best that he was looking, right? Then what was really the problem in preparation? And that's a question that Kenny Porter, Shawn Porter would have to answer. And I think that nobody really asked them. Did anybody ask Shawn Porter, what is it true? Was it that you wasn't giving it 100% in preparation? Did you go to the gym every day? Did you stay there as long as you needed to stay? Did you cut your sparring short? Did you cut your training short? Did you want to go back home? Was you not giving 100%? Was you running? Did you run before 2-3 miles, but now you running 1 mile? That was you getting beaten in sprints? Well, of course you're getting older, so of course there's things that you want to take care of the body. You understand what I'm saying? I'm Kenny Porter. I believe that Kenny Porter, he stated that he stated in different interviews, this wasn't the best training camp, but it was good enough for this fight. It was good enough, but it wasn't the best training camp, right? So at least he didn't lie to the people before the fight. You know how before the fight, everybody be like, this is the best training camp we ever had, and we're in the best shape of our lives. That didn't come out from the Porter camp. you know, that didn't come out from the Porter's camp. And also, yes, I understand Kenny Porter may see something in his son that we don't see. That's not our son. He's not, we don't know his body language. He is raised, that's his baby. So he knows probably when his son is mad, if he's fatigued, or anything of that nature. But, and I understand that you want to, you know, he want to save him. He want to save him. So, you know, I think it was, I mean, it was heartfelt, right? But then we in a brutal sport that even with that heartfelt message, if we're thinking about safety so much, my question would be, why would I want to be in this sport anyway? Why would I want to be in this sport anyway? If you're looking for safety, football, boxing, rugby is not these type of sports you really want to get into. MMA. Think about this. I'm going to MMA, and you know what I'm saying, I want my fighter to be safe. I know there's an art of being safe, but that's like saying, yo, you going into a Shawn Porter fight and you ain't gonna get an elbow, you ain't gonna get snuff, you ain't gonna get headbutt. It's gonna happen. It don't even Terrence Bud Crawford got a cut that he needed stitches. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? When I decided to say, Porter, Tears episode, Kenny stopped Shawn multiple times in training for taking punches he shouldn't. He was furious about defense and Shawn was ignoring it to punch. In the blood, sweat, and tears. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see too much of the blood, sweat, and tears, to be honest. So I was hearing everybody was talking about that. Because sometimes when I look at things like that, it's also to drama, to hype it up. So I didn't know that it was like that, you know. Henry Cedeno Martinez. Shout out to Henry Cedeno Martinez. He trained with the Porters. He was one of the he's one of the main sparring partners. Henry Cedeno La Bazooka Martinez. So I speak to him. You know, I speak to him every day. So so I speak to him. I speak to him almost every day. I haven't spoke to him in several days, but during the camp, I spoke to him practically almost every day. So I knew what was going when he's there. I knew what was going into camp. You understand? So I'm getting information from him. Of course, Camp Porter and the Porter family, they show me love as well. So ain't no secret about that. So I just didn't expect this. I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't expect this to be stopped, in my opinion. And all respect goes to them. But I don't know. I'm still mind boggled about it. I'm still mind boggled about it. Hagler's rolling in his grave, wanted to beat. Oh shit. HLD said Hagler's rolling in his grave, wanting to beat Kenny's ass. War, get the fuck out of here, man. Oh shit. Above media, Shawn had much left in the tank, but Pop saw something. And what he saw was that maybe because of the preparation that he was not going to go to that type of levels, because they talk about levels, you know, and Shawn Porter reaches a certain level. You remember the Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter when Kenny Porter said that we're going to go to a level that we don't think that Keith Thurman is capable of going to that level, right? Keith Thurman actually went to that level. To the point, I think that Shawn Porter, he went back to the he had to leave the ER for dehydration or something like that, for caution or dehydration. That's what they said around that time. And I was like, oh, somebody out-conditioned the Porters. Because I was like, yo, they went to the hospital for dehydration. And I said, yo, so Keith Thurman actually out-conditioned the Porters. I remember. And that was surprising, right? He out-conditioned Porter. I'm thinking that Keith Thurman's going to go and get some, and he's dehydrated. But Shawn Porter's a guy, man, that he just, to me, it didn't get to the point where, you know, winning and losing. It was more like Shawn Porter's going, he is going to test you. He's going to make you go to that well, in which he did not make Bud Crawford good to that well. And if we would have seen the championship rounds, you know, and look, and when you think, when you contemplate retirement, was it the bag? People gonna question that. Was it the bag? I think that Shawn Porter made the most money he's ever made in his career in one fight. And also pay-per-view, back and pay-per-view. I would like to know what the pay-per-view buys on that one. That's gonna be good. We're probably gonna find that out on Tuesday or Wednesday. He said, y fuera del ring. I still want to know what he said to him during in the ring. Because if he was hurt, he would never screamed at him. He said something to Shawn. Cam Porter knew Shawn was going to come back swinging for the fences without any defense, and knew Bud would have punished him for it. Maybe. I could agree with that, man, because he was keeping his head down. I'm gonna watch the Beatles and plus Punch, dude. Go listen to Porter's interview. I told you his face. Punch, go listen to the interview, to the Porter's interview. I told you what his face after the first knockdown was like, "Come save me." He said that in the interview. Did he say that? Did he say, "Come save me"? I'm gonna listen to the interview, and I apologize, but I ain't hear that he said, "Daddy, save me." If he said that, shit, then the Porter way is redefined. Shawn won't say you're wrong, Pop. He just won't. That's another thing. That's you know what I'm saying. When it comes to my son, I tell you, like my son never wants to disappoint me. You know, my son does. You know, when you got a bond with your son, and you're the superhero to your son too. That's the last thing they want to do, is disappoint you. You know, my son don't talk back to me. You know, so maybe it was that too. You know, maybe he love and fear him at the same time. There's relationships like that. I don't know. Manny Guzman said he was never going to make it out of there, out of that round, though. How do we know that? How do we know he was never going to make it out that round? Because we could just think like that. Well, he's not going to make it out this fight, so why fight him? Punch. Did you catch some of the WBC Legends show the past weekend in Mexico City? Lots of legends in the same room. Order like, yes, I did. It was a nice turnout in the WBC convention. HLD say, yo, Pop saw the same damn thing we did. Cameras don't lie. Hell, we see more than the judges do on TV. Porter was not hurt like Plant, like Haney, like Wilder never. I agree with that, HLD. I agree with that. It's either that or fucking Shawn Porter know how to. He got the greatest poker face and the greatest balance when he's hurt. Put it that way. He got the greatest poker face and the greatest balance when he's hurt. Cause I ain't seen none of that. I saw the same Shawn Porter, bro. I saw the same grit, determined Shawn Porter. But they got put down. He got put down around the same rounds that he gets hurt. We saw Keith Thurman hurt him in the 10th round. We saw Errol Spence hurt him with the counter left, and then we saw the counter right, and then we saw the Bud Crawford dropped him down twice. Beyond above media, Pop stopped the potential beating. Exactly. Potential. Maybe. Predicting the future. I don't know. Me, I wouldn't. With Shawn Porter, I don't. Because I could predict the future with Shawn Porter, right? I could predict that Shawn Porter was gonna come out blazing. And he was gonna put Bud Crawford on the ropes. And then we go to the next round. That's what I'm predicting, to be honest, because we know Shawn Porter. Let's not fake the funk. Even if you wasn't picking Shawn Porter, let's not fake the funk. We know we've seen enough for Shawn Porter that is more predictable than saying that Bud Crawford was gonna finish Shawn Porter. That's more predictable. That Porter was gonna come right back, put him on the ropes, and you know, go crazy on them. Porter took it. Nah. See, I don't think that's I don't think that's what it is either. Maybe the Porters made the same WWE signal to stop the fight when he punches the mat several times. But anyway, man, the fight with Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. Terrence Bud Crawford is finally out the chains. Finally, he could go and cross the street the way he went across the street without any damn crossing guards. Right? I've been saying it already for 3 years that this fight is not going to happen. But now is the time. I think now is the perfect time, negotiation-wise, business-wise. Nothing should be on the way to make this fight happen. Nothing. What should be in the way? What's in the way? No belt federations in the way. No promotional company is in the way. Nothing is in the way to not make this fight happen. If this fight don't come through fruition right now, I want people to stop talking about this, bro. Bud Crawford's already 34 years old. Yes, he looked spectacular yesterday. Errol Spence, he already got cleared. Already in the gym, said that he's waiting on a March date. I think that Bud Crawford will be ready. As a matter of fact, if I was Errol Spence, I say I want Bud Crawford now. He got stitched up, you know. I'll get him right now. Let's negotiate right now for March. Let's negotiate right now for March. Let's go. I get him right now. If I was Errol Spence, I'll fight him right now. Al, give it to me. Let's go. Let's make a negotiation this Monday, tomorrow. Let's go. Nah. You ain't got no break. I will rush Bud Crawford. Just like Sugar Ray Leonard rushed Roberto Duran for the rematch, I will rush Bud Crawford. I would change the narrative right now because right now, all what people's thinking about is power. It's Errol Spence power walking his ass out the arena. You know why you there, Errol Spence. You know why you there. You there for Bud Crawford. You know what people's going to say after the fight. Don't go nowhere. This is the fight that the fans want to see. One of the most prestige matchup in the sport of boxing. Probably number 1 and number 2. Matter of fact, at this point, it's number 1. In people's interest. Don't go nowhere. Shh, come over here. No te vayas de aquí, mi hermano. Quédate aquí, mimito. Hey, security, don't let him out. That man, yo, that's what I mean, yo. If Bud Crawford had a gift of gab, yo, I'd be like, hey, my friend, hey, yo, security, don't let that man out of here. I want to speak to him. Security, do not let that man out of here. Man, this is the same thing like T.O. and Haney is free like T-Bud, and T.O. and Errol are under contract, so he needs to sign a PBC for the fight. He don't even need to sign a PBC. He just needs to sign for the fight, just like Canelo Alvarez did with Caleb Plant. There is no excuses. No, there's no excuses. And by the way, it was Errol Spence that said that I'm a boss. It was Errol Spence that said that, Bud Crawford, you need to answer to somebody. Guess what? He don't need to answer to nobody. I'm coming straight to you. I'm coming straight to you, buddy. Now, let's get this fight going. Don't brush it off. Don't say you're trying to get an Uber. Don't brush it off, Errol Spence. You're the truth. Now it's time for you to prove that you're the truth now. Now, it's time for you to prove the real truth. Who's the real quack? Who's the real quack? Bud Crawford goes to his fight. He don't want to say nothing. Errol Spence goes to his fight. He don't want to say nothing. Get the fuck out of here. You know that you there for Bud Crawford, my brother. Punch Ray wanted the rematch immediately because he heard Durant wasn't staying in shape. Exactly, Samir. So right now that I know that he got stitches right here and stuff like that, I won't let that shit. I won't let that shit better. I tell the people right now, I want that fight in March. I just told the people I'm fighting in March. I want Bud Crawford in March. Bud Crawford could go have Thanksgiving and then go into training camp right there, right after Christmas. He's in training camp. Let's make this fight happen. Let's go. Let's go. Bud Crawford said that he didn't get hurt. Bud Crawford said that he felt like he was way ahead. He ain't hurt him. It wasn't that hard of a fight. So let's go. How Bud ripped Bob on stage was so fair. He did it classy too. Bud Crawford did it classy. Got his contract. And now Bud, now Bob Arum. Now Bob Arum want to talk about Josh Taylor and Bud Crawford. Man, Bud Crawford should be like, man, please. I ain't doing business with your ass. Or now you need me to. Now you need me. Oh, now I can sell some pay-per-view. Now I can sell some pay-per-view. You should have got me Shawn Porter a long time ago. You should have threw that bag at them a long time ago. Why you ain't threw Shawn Porter the $4 to $5 million? Why you ain't threw that shit at Shawn Porter? He would have got it a long time ago. Shawn Porter got more for Bud Crawford than he got for Errol Spence. So you could entice Porter a long time ago. And now you want Bud Crawford to fight Josh Taylor. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Nah, stay in the house. Stay in the house. It's going to be Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez. Josh Taylor, if you don't want that fight, then drop the belt. If you don't want the fight at 130, then you drop the 135, drop the belt, go to the 140. Taylor, go to the 147. Go get a fight with Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford couldn't even get a fight before, bro. Ain't gonna be no rap star. Sorry, no Josh Taylor, Bud Crawford. If Bud Crawford couldn't get a fight with the PBC guys when he was under contract, now you think he's gonna give Josh Taylor Bud Crawford? Now he could make the business. Now he could actually go across the street with Josh Taylor. That ain't gonna happen. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez. That's the fight. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez. Don't you run away. Punch out one Thurman back in the mix. Ralph, me too, man. But we don't even know when that man is gonna come back. He's done, bro. He's gone from boxing. He don't want to do anything from boxing. That he's just a straight up businessman now. He's not in the line. He don't want to be great. He don't want to be none of that. It's just a whole different type of Keith Thurman. I'm a huge Keith Thurman fan, but he's gonna come and get a paycheck. That's it. He's gonna come back and get a paycheck. He is not gonna get a stay busy fight. He's not gonna get a tune up. He is gonna come back and fight Errol Spence, and probably lose like that. And get a big payday, talk his way, promote the fight, and that's it. Facts. HLD Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez, May 20. I say summer 2022. Make that fight happen. Sanchez in the building. What's good? Damn punch. But the link up again for me, bro. I'm trying to become a member. The first link is not working. What was the link? The link I think is in the pin, or you could get it from you could join in the on the channel. It says join next to it. I was like, Sanchez, why not green, Sanchez? Sanchez in the building was good, Sanchez. Brian Flores said T.O. Taylor, let's go. Facts. I still see Bud versus Neno at this point in the future. Why y'all playing beyond above media? Why y'all playing games like that? Why y'all saying Bud and Nelo? Canelo Alvarez is trying to go not to cruiserweight. Like he's not even thinking about 160. He's not thinking about 154. So Bud Crawford is going to move up, 3 weight classes? Y'all want him to move 3 weight classes to 168. Y'all really don't trust it. Y'all really trying to question Canelo Alvarez, huh, with that? Oh, y'all really think that Bud Crawford is just going to outbox Canelo Alvarez? Y'all forget that Canelo Alvarez's chin is probably the best chin in boxing. Danny Medina. Otra vez, you became a new member again. Y esta vaina con ustedes. ¿Qué ustedes están haciendo? Ustedes se están viendo y viniendo para atrás. Y'all leaving and coming right back. What's good? You need 5 minutes to fight Canelo. Canelo would destroy Bud at 160, 168, 175. This is what I mean. Like, when a person wins big and then it's like, oh, yeah, Bud and Canelo. Like, y'all really don't know what Canelo, right? Y'all really don't trust Canelo Alvarez. Y'all trying to question Canelo Alvarez. Like, I will understand Canelo Alvarez at 147. He moved to 160. Maybe he could dabble. But Canelo's at 168 and already heading up. And he's not going to take he's not going to. It's funny that with Bud is this, but when he did that with Amir Khan, he's an abuser. But, yeah, okay. Even when he fought Miguel Cotto, it was like he was fighting the smaller guy. But now people, all right. I'm telling you, man, boxing got mood swings, man. Nelo, my number one. Nelo is number one. Don't even have Crawford my top 5. You really? With him stopping Shawn Porter, you got to be in the top 5. You know, I did have Bud Crawford. Remember, a year ago, I had Bud Crawford on pound for pound recess. Bro, what all these people talking about? I swear, a lot of these cats don't know. It's about boxing. Shit. Bud looked big for welterweight. Nah, he rehydrated. He's good. He's strong. Remember, these guys been in the welterweight division for a long time. These guys are trying to stay in the welterweight division. Bud Crawford got up there a couple of years ago, so he's strong. He feels strong. You know what I'm saying? These guys are killing themselves to stay in 147. HLD said I don't consider that a stoppage. I renewed it, brother. Oh, good looking now. Good looking now, Medina. Good looking now, my brother. So y'all consider, let me ask you a question. Did y'all consider that an official stoppage by Bud Crawford? Do y'all consider that as official stoppage? Do you give Bud Crawford the ultimate credit for stopping Shawn Porter? Lewis in the building. What's good, man? Lewis Reyes in the building. What's good, mi hermano? X-Shape Form said no. Hold on, let me read it. X-Shape Form said no. Freddie said no. Juju said no. Magic said TKO. Why Usyk 3? Jeffrey said no. I mean, I'm not for it. Jeffrey said yes. TKO. Lundo say yes. Rico say yes. Javier say yes. Beyond Above Media have to. Javier, yes. The best fighters get the most disrespect. Facts. Yes, but Spence will hate and say it was premature. Of course, man. I think it clouds it just a little bit, but I think after a couple of days, people are going to give Bud Crawford the ultimate respect for the TKO. I'm putting too much emphasis on it, and I apologize if I'm disrespecting Bud Crawford for not giving him his ultimate respect for the TKO. I'm still mind boggled, but by how the Porter stopped the fight, I would have never thought that. But we got to give Bud Crawford the ultimate respect. He did something that I never thought. He did something that I would have bet anything that it cannot be done, and that's stopping Shawn Porter. Kenny Porter should have let him go out on his shield if he was going to retire. Well, you can see it both ways. I don't know, man. Magic says Kenny Senior TKO his son. I say this. This is going to be a statement. I think Kenny Porter stopping Shawn Porter, throwing in the towel for Shawn Porter, hurt him more than the 2 put downs that Terence Crawford delivered on him. I think his father stopping the fight, the way that he did and how he did and what he said, the reason was, I think hurt more. That's just my opinion. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not in their room. I'm not in their conversation or anything like that. And I think that Shawn Porter also in the interviews and the post-fight interview, justify the reasons of his dad. Like it wasn't like out the loop and stuff like that. Like he was agreeing with his dad in some of the points, and half of the points, or probably most of the points. But I think that hurt him more than any of the punches that but Crawford landed. Which I think, man. Oh, I'm blowing things out of proportion. Damn, hard to say. Probably was going to happen anyway. Yeah, you got to give him credit. He dropped Porter twice and made him lose his composure, even though his dad did what he did. But you got to give Bud Crawford credit. Facts. We're humans, bro. Facts. That's what we are, man. I didn't think TKO either. Porter just did an interview on Fight Hype, and he was happy his dad stopped it. Go watch the video. Okay, I would do that. I would do that. I would do that. If he said it, then hey, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta take their word for it. But then it right there, if he was happy that his dad stopped it, if he was happy, then mindset tells me he's not that warrior. He's not that warrior like he used to be. He's a warrior, but he's not. He just, if he wanted his dad to stop it, then that's the Porter's way is redefined. Oh, I got to see the interview. Matter of fact, I'm so eager to see the interview right now. I got to hear Porter say that. I got to hear Shawn Porter say that. I got to hear Shawn Porter say that. Damn, it's too long. Can you tell me, can you tell me what time? I got it right here, but it's too long. That's 13 minutes. I just want to go straight ahead for when he said it. Give me the timestamp. Because it was not just stoppage. We saw Crawford. Give me the timestamp on it. Because if he said that, then I'm moving forward. Then we got to give 100% to. If he said that, then we give 100% to put Crawford, and we moving on from that subject. He didn't. Beyond Above Media said he didn't. He didn't dispute it though. He didn't say that. Beyond the Glove said he didn't say that. I said Beyond the Glove. Beyond Above Media said he didn't say that. Got you. He said he agrees with his dad. He said he agrees with. Okay, now I'm getting two answers here, man. Can anybody tell me the timestamp of that interview? Shawn would not throw his father under the bus. Facts. The love of a good son is better man than his father. Wow. That's why he started to talk about retirement. From 8 minutes. From 8 minutes. All right, let me get it. All right. So far, when I'm listening to this, I'm not listening to. I'm around. 3 times the fighter you were in the gym. He admitted that he was buzzed. Yeah. I mean, I'm not listening. He said, keep listening. Man, he's not. Hey, yo, come give me the damn timestamp, man. Y'all making me listen to the damn interview right now. Come on, man. I could put it up right now, but I ain't gonna get flagged. You know what I'm saying? So damn, give me the damn timestamp when he said what he said.
Anyway, then it's sunny, stormy, then it's not a snow. Setting it needs me, and I'm at it wrong. Wait a minute, what do you mean? What do you mean? Screaming when I'm low. Then it started showing, running 90 feet.
My wife, like I kept going.
See, I see around this age, they was see his mom was thinking about the judges, the time, the judges, the same thing that Thurman was thinking about with Manny Pacquiao. Like now they're thinking about getting through the fight. They get instead of just worrying about who's in front of you, you're worrying about everything else. Judges gonna see the fight a different way. It's 3 judges. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not hearing anything that indicates that he's justifying. I think he's just being knows how to know how to talk, know how to speak, know how to diffuse anything that with him and his dad or something like that. Like they got money, they highly successful. He's put his son in position. Um, everybody loves Shawn. Nobody questioned really his heart and determination or anything like that. So ain't nothing that really Shawn could be hang his head down. You feel me? But You a liar. He ain't never said that. He said, thank you for getting me here. He ain't say thank you for stopping the fight. You a liar. You made me listen to the damn interview. You's a liar, man. Porter ain't never said that he wanted, that he thanked his dad for stopping the fight. He said, thank you for getting me here. And keep on just listening just a minute. And he still is. No. Dave, don't. I already listened to that part. He didn't say that shit. All right. I listened from 10. That's it. I am Dave. No, you was the lion. You said that that Shawn Porter said that he thanked his dad for stopping the fight. That's a lie. He never thanked his dad for stopping the fight. He said, I thank my dad for getting me here. Mentiroso, coñazo. Mira cómo estuve perdiendo tiempo aquí mimito con la gente aquí. Mira, la gente se fueron de aquí ya. Mentiroso, te voy a lavar la lengua con jabón. Sucio viejo. Mentiroso. Hombre de Satanás, yo soy un hombre de Dios. Es domingo. Aquí, ¿cómo tú vas a hablar mentira? Aquí mimito. En Ponte un Boxing. Diablo, man. Wasted 13 minutes of my time. So Rick's and the lie detector determined that was a lie. Oh, man. Porter's a slugger fighter, so when it comes to counter punching, he's a little slow. We definitely need Spence versus Crawford. Come on, Punch. Are we talking about word for word? Oh, you want to anticipate? Yes, we talking about word for word. Mira te tigre. Mira. Oh, we talking about word for word? No, I was looking for the statement, motherfucker. What you talking about, man? Damn, I'm Dave, man. Come on, man. Diablo, you too gullible, Punch. I know I got to know some facts. You feel me? Because I'm doing a video. Oh, I got to talk about this. I am Dave. You know what I'm saying? Letting me astray, man. Come on, man. Diablo, mentiroso, coñazo. Mira como me tiene este tipo. Tony in the building. Much respect. Punch Run Boxing in the chat. Stop to the show. Support. Hit the like button. Work comes early. Salute. Good night. God bless. God bless, Tony. Mentiroso. Coño. I need a wrench to Tom Dave out. Oh, jokes today. So who will be the undisputed? Crawford, Spence, Ugas, who does it happen? Jeffrey Ward, I got Crawford. I got Crawford. I think Crawford is the most seasoned fighter. I think Crawford is the most skillful fighter. He's got the heaviest bag, got the more tools in the toolbox. The IQ is there, more tangibles, could switch. He didn't even have to go to his bag versus Shawn Porter. So, and he took Shawn Porter out, bro. Shawn Porter said he never got hit like that in his career, man. That means he's accurate. And remember, and this is what it is. We base this off the gate, right? We said, not we, but a lot of people says Shawn Porter is the gatekeeper. Shawn Porter is the test. Shawn Porter is the test, the gatekeeper. So now Bud Crawford passed with flying colors. And now, hey, if we're going to gauge that by fighting Porter, he's the one that we're going to gauge it. Then, hey, in their prime, the best fight for me was Thurman and Bud Crawford, but Thurman is not seasoned. But for me, Errol Spence, Bud Crawford, I think that Bud Crawford just got way too much intangibles, and I think that Errol Spence is one dimensional, in my opinion. He didn't have to fight Porter. I got Boots or even Virgil beating Crawford. Hey, and remember, Shawn Porter was doing everybody else's dirty work. Matter of fact, Shawn Porter did Errol Spence dirty work. Got Boots or even Virgil beating Crawford. It was all an alley-oop for Crawford's career punch. Hey, I didn't think it was going to be that. It wasn't easy, but I didn't think they were going. Hey, we got to give. That's it. We got to give credit, man. Crawford stopped Shawn Porter. Honestly, Boots beats all of them. I believe in Boots. I think he's the future. I got to see Boots and versus Virgil Ortiz. They're already in line. They're going to boot everybody else from 147 to 154. I'm gonna say it like that. So Shawn Porter don't want to be a gatekeeper. Danny Silva Garcia, he'd rather go to the 154 than face Boots or Virgil Ortiz. Punch you the best, hands down. Good looking out, K Kappa. Appreciate that, my brother. He got to prove himself. Y'all won't even give Bud credit. Y'all Boots is God mode. I like Boots. I think he's prepared for them, but of course, man, Bud wants to unify the titles in the welterweight division. So this is what I say that Bud Crawford versus John Taylor is going to happen. You think he's been waiting on these guys, and now he's not with Top Rank, and he's going to look back at John Taylor? That ain't going to happen. I see Punch Virgil has a style that I think will give Boots problem. I think he got one of the best left hooks in the game, Virgil Ortiz, and I think that he's solid, powerful. Again, I think these are the special fighters of this new generation is Teofimo Lopez, Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis, and David Benavidez. I say those guys. I do like Brandon Lee as well. I say those guys because they have something that you can't teach, and that's power. They got something that you can't teach, and that's power. Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis got the athleticism that is a freak. They're freaks. Virgil Ortiz, when he gets hit, bro, he's coming after you, bro. But he's bad. He's chin check. His chin was tested. Then body shots Bud was landing was bringing Shawn hands down more and more every round. Facts, still facts. Virgil is one dimensional. I think Virgil is more like remember Easy. He came from the teaching of the same coach that was training Errol Spence when they came up with the same tutelage from the same coach. So that's why you see a similar style from Errol Spence and Virgil Ortiz coming from the orthodox stance. You guys have turned on the only man who secretly dealt with me, whether Errol, who he truly respects. I think Crawford will bring out what Mayweather saw. I think Terrence Bud Crawford. I think he will have an easier time with Errol Spence. I don't know. It's a match thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that Errol Spence has that jab, double jab, tries to jab the solo plex, 1-2, pushes off with the elbow. Once you want the ropes, then pivots. Then he does the same thing like over and over. Like I think that Bud Crawford is more awkward. Bud Crawford, you saw how he was connecting on the pivot, the right hand with the pivot, the left check hook. His counter punching was good. JC in the building, what's good, man? Everybody subscribe to the Ringside Reporters. What's good, Beam? I think that Bud Crawford just got a heavier bag than Errol Spence. You know, mass stamina, punch. That's one thing. Punch resistance. Both of these guys have shown punch resistance. Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. It'll be a good fight. I just think that Bud Crawford has more intangibles. More unpredictable. Is an unpredictable fighter. Awkward, skill set, sharp, counter punching, good jab, good power, not drained. He's just a solid fighter all around. 50-50, I give it a 60-40 in my opinion. That's just me. 60-40. I give Bud Crawford 60 and Spence 40. Or 55-45. 55-45. I just think that Errol Spence is highly predictable versus a guy like Bud Crawford. I think he's predictable. He don't switch. I think he throws the same jab at the same speed. He throws most of the punches in the same speed. Bud Crawford pawns the jab. He plays with the jab. He tries to open up. He creates an opening. And I'm telling you, Bud Crawford does things like that. He'll bait you. He'll try to brawl you. He'll try to muscle you if you're trying to muscle him. Like he's a dog, bro. And Errol Spence is a dog as well. He's a dog as well. But I think that Errol Spence stays in line more than Bud Crawford, in my opinion, as well. So he gets hit. He gets hit easier than Bud Crawford, in my opinion. So yeah, man, I got Bud Crawford winning that fight. The only reason why I did have the Bud Crawford and Keith Thurman when Thurman was seasoned is because both of these guys are unpredictable. Thurman has power, has pop. I seen Thurman switch as well, where he knocked down Bundu. He switched to the southpaw to knock down Bundu, and I think that he has elite footwork. And I think his footwork was going to be the difference in that fight. That's why I always had Bud Crawford and Thurman as the top dogs, in my opinion, as the going at one another styles. It's just the styles. It's not that one is better than the other, levels above somebody else. I think that they just got different type of styles. And I think that Thurman footwork and athleticism with Bud Crawford. And I'm not the only one that says it. Bomac said that 2 years ago. They asked him which was a more difficult fighter. He said Keith Thurman. And I used to say that to a lot of people. They'd be like, get the fuck out of here. And then when Bomac said, I told y'all, it's because the intangibles. Even Bud Crawford was like, yo, Keith Thurman is that guy, because they see the footwork. Is the footwork. Errol's an Olympian breed. He is, but he's still predictable. He's really a one-dimensional fighter. Crawford, Andre, he does everything right. Put it that way, Jeffrey Ward. He does everything right. Great jab, good snapping of the jab, good stiff jab, good left hand, good body work. But also these other guys got good body work. But Crawford showed it yesterday. Got good body work. He mixes the punches better he mixes the punches better. He counters better. I like the way his angles are better, in my opinion. I think he got better footwork. I just think that Bud Crawford got he got a heavier bag. Crawford and Andre is built different. Andre is very awkward too. Like, people don't give him credit. People was talking about unbalanced. And I used to argue with people. I don't know what the fuck y'all saying about unbalanced. He's just awkward. He come from the southpaw position. He's very tall. He's 6'1". He's a legit 6'1". And I think that's why I think people have backed off from Demetrius Andre. Demetrius Andre, I'm seeing him in person. He's a legit 6'1". He is not no 6'1", but listed 6'1", but really 5'10". Nothing like that. He's a legit 6'1". Bud has a monster in this game. We didn't see that night. Bomac did say that. Rico, facts, right? He did say that. Keith Thurman is more difficult than Spence. For me, Spence is triple G on a southpaw stance. To be honest, with special effects though. Remember what Bud said with special effects. Punch. Jeff Mayweather said Crawford adjusts and fights just like Mayweather used to. And that's dangerous. He said he has Crawford slightly over Spence right now. Yeah, I got it over Spence too. I don't even need to think about it, to be honest. Hey, Punch, do you think Boo Boo has better chance to beat Canelo than any other middleweights? Yes. Andre, yeah. I think he got the better skill set. I always said that. I said that he got the better chance. I'm not gonna say that he's gonna win, but he got the better chance, and and I think he got the intangibles and the skill set to make Canelo Alvarez adjust multiple times. He's tall, lanky, throws a great jab, throws great combinations, high volume puncher, does not stay in line whatsoever. He never stays in line. So he's just a more difficult fighter. Footwork. Likes to go to the body as well, mixing the punches from the body to the head, to the head, to the body. Sharp too. Punch, what you think Bun next move is? I think he's trying to move to Errol Spence. Errol Spence. I mean, Errol Spence, what he's going to do? The only way that I'll see something is him fighting Keith Thurman in March, and they make a money fight. But now that Crawford is free, now he can't. There's no excuse. There is no ESPN, no side of the street bullshit. There is no excuse. Now you got to make that fight happen. Now he's going to look like a massive duck. And I don't use the word duck. Y'all follow my channel. I don't use the word duck. But if Crawford and if Errol Spence does not fight Bud Crawford, that's a massive duck, man. Because there is no excuse. You have given him all the excuse. But fight these guys, get a belt. All y'all guys been saying that to Bud Crawford. That's it. He's crossing the street, bro. That's it. Crawford, Andre, Keith Thurman are built from the same cloth. Fact. And they came from the same class as well. The 07-08 class. The Major Andre was the #1 in the country. Canelo only needed Andre's belt to become undisputed at 160. Canelo was cherry picker. No, I don't think he's a cherry picker, but I don't think he's a cherry. Look, all the elite fighters are always going to be looked upon cherry picker because they got the power to do. Everybody going to want you. So, for example, if Canelo Alvarez picks Demetrius Andre, there's going to be people be like, but why you ain't picking Charlo or Benavidez? If he picks Benavidez, there's going to be people be like, why you ain't pick Charlo? If he picks Bivol, then people going to be like, why you don't pick Baturbia? If he picks Baturbia, why you don't pick Bivol? So when you're the top dog, people are always going to start a narrative of you ducking somebody because you only could fight one person. Said Punch, why nobody's doing the outrage lives and tweeting of Shakur Stevenson cloud chasing Crawford, who brings their belts to another man's press conference? Disrespectful. That's never planned. I know. I put a picture up on my community. Yeah, nobody's talking about Shakur Stevenson bringing the belts with Bud Crawford, but when Teofimo Lopez does it, then there's a problem. You know, then it's every hate in the damn book. You know, the devil comes out of you. You feel me? I feel you, bro. It is what it is, man. Teofimo Lopez going to be fighting George Kambosos this Saturday. MSG, Hulu Theater, New York City in the building. I'm going to be in the building. See that fight. See the lightweight king do his thing. He's a franchise champion. Can't fight whoever fight champions and not cherry pick. Where's the link? I'm about to time off right now, man. You going to go live, Rapstar? Rapstar, you going to go live? No one cares, but when T.O. does it, it's okay. It's all good, right? Facts. Punch, can you resend the link in the live chat? It's not working for me. Let me see if I resend the link. Hold on. We got you right here. In a couple of hours, Rapstar going live to cook. All right. Okay, if you say so. Put it right here. There you go, my brother. Sanchez. Maul is the Gary Russell Jr. of 154. But anyway, folks, man, thank you for tuning in, my brothers and sisters. Y'all already know, man. We, of course, on Sunday we usually do the Brotherhood Circle, but of course, man, when we got a lot of news in the sport of boxing like this, we gotta cover the sport of boxing first. My brother. Advice on starting a boxing YouTube channel. Of course, Kings of the Commonwealth. Shout out. Yo, you know the sport of boxing, man. Start your channel. My advice is keep it unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Watch out for the people that want to watch out for the people that want to do a collab and then shit on you. A lot of people here in the YTBC are snakes. and sometimes just want to use, want to be a user and things of that nature. A lot of fake people out here, so watch out for the other channels and things of that nature. That's one thing I'll tell you. Do your thing, be authentic, and deliver that shit like nobody else could deliver it your style. Thanks, Jeffrey Ward. Yeah, man, just deliver that shit. Be consistent. Drop videos and also do live stream. Never just stick to live streaming, because the live streaming doesn't the live stream don't what you call it, the algorithm doesn't hit the algorithm the way that your video would do. So drop your videos, man. Stay into boxing the 24/7, and have great delivery. Be consistent. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your game, and first and foremost, always respect the fighters. Remember, you're doing this for boxing. You want to give the fighters, or the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Always give the fighters respect, because at the end of the day, you're going to have people that hate you. You're going to have people that's going to subscribe to you because you had a good content about their favorite fighter. But then when you critique their favorite fighter, they unsubscribe to you. They don't like you. So be you, be who you are. Love the sport of boxing. Preserve the sport of boxing. Preserve the fighters first. Always give the fighter the benefit of the doubt, because when you do move up, and remember, these fighters look, because we're the only one that talk about them. ESPN ain't going to talk about them 24/7. Fox ain't going to talk about it. BT ain't going to talk about it. It's us. So trust me, the fighters look at YouTube content creators. We're the voices to preserve the sport and preserve them. You understand what I'm trying to say? So always, when people even be like, yo, Punch, why you not challenging the fighter? Why you ain't say this? Because there's a lot of people that go to other platforms, and a lot of channels just like to talk shit about fighters all day long. Talk shit about fighters all the fucking time. Never give them credit. They want to discredit them. They want to talk shit about them. They want to devalue them. There's a lot of channels, I think more channels like that than actually channels that give respect. So then when you go to these arenas and things of that nature, and that fighter be like, I saw your channel, you be like, damn, yo, I like you because you respected me, man. You kept it 100. You kept it 100. The best, if you're doing a boxing channel, the best credit that you could get is from these fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I could show my face anytime because I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So when I do see him, ain't no problem. Ain't no like, hey, yo, Punch, I heard you said this shit about me and fucking blah, 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 blah. Nah, I'm just keeping it real. You might not like what I'm saying. But you got to respect what I'm saying. And also, I'm speaking it from my lenses, my perspective, but always give the fighters the benefit of the doubt. Always respect the fighters, regardless if you like their skills or not, because in the end of the day, fighters from the rank number 1 to rank number 10,000, they put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Do it to preserve the sport of boxing. Don't shit on them. Constructive criticism, hold them accountable, but praise the fighters. So love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.